want to say thank you to everyone here and taking your Sunday out to enjoy this honorable moment. First, I have to thank Ron Tsai for nominating me. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be standing up here right now. So I want to say thank you to Ron. Thank you to the Pima County Sports Hall of Fame for allowing me to be in with these great coaches, these great athletes. I look at it, there's 16 people. I think I was seated 16th. As being a wrestler, that's how we look at rankings. And I'm like, all righty then, I'm glad to get in. 16 it is, I'm here. I heard you voted 16 on me, just because I went to ASU. I had some ASU people back there, and they're saying, why are we sitting in the back? There's sundowns back there. And when you went alphabetical order, I was, I don't know how O was over there. I've been part of my education. I have to start off with my table. My mom, stand up, Mom. Ida Ortiz, stand up. Say hi, Mom. Like Mr. Cook, I do give all glory to God and my mom. My mom has been worked at the Unified School District of Sunnyside for 42 years. So I always call her the most, mom stands for most outstanding motivator. So I started wrestling at a very young age. My mom was my first wrestling partner. To this day, she stopped wrestling me when I was 10. She says 12. I say 10 because that's when I started winning. And she said I didn't start winning till 12, and that's when she stopped. But, what allowed me to be such a good wrestler was because of the people that supported me. Roberto Federico, stand up, coach. Roberto Federico. Over 40 years of coaching, 40 years of coaching in Tucson for Apollo Junior High, Sunnyside High School, and Desert View. So I got some potential Pima County Sports Future Hall of Famers at my table. He did a great, the story with Federico is, my brother Bobby was 12 years old, he's 7th grade. And the reason I'm getting a little broken up, my brother passed away when I was 14. But when he was in 7th grade, I was 8. So my dad and Coach Federico, my dad did everything he could for me too, and God bless his soul, decided at 8 years old it'd be a good idea to put me on the wrestling team. At the time, I didn't think that was a very good idea, especially when I was getting beat up. But it was the best thing they ever did for me. Because that was extra time, that was because of sport, because of wrestling. In school, I was able to spend more time with my brother. Those 2 extra years I wouldn't have got. I remember those times. I always say this all the time, but sports and education is the American way. And any way we can keep that growing and moving forward, we gotta have sports in school. Preferably, I did my first wrestling tournament at Sunnyside High School for the elementary district champion. I wanted to be the District 12 champion. And that was 8. That was my first wrestling tournament before they threw me in with the junior high guys and to get beat up. So thank you, Coach Federico, for doing that. Also at the table, I have Joe Solorio. Joe, stand up, please, Joe. Joe was a state champ at Sunnyside High School. He wrestled at Phoenix College, he was an All-American, he wrestled at Arizona State. Now, he's still involved in sport. He got his education at ASU. He may not know his alphabet, but that doesn't really matter. Joe grew up down the neighborhood from me by Rodeo Park on the south side of Tucson. All the Sunnyside kids, we were close, and he grew up with my brothers. And now what he's doing, he has his own Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym, Primero, BJJ. So if any of your kids are interested in it, what street is it on?
Prince and Campbell.
Prince and Campbell.
Primero.
Primero. Okay, I'm gonna help my man out. He's done a great thing for the community. He was also the head coach Pima wrestling team, the club team. He would raise money, of course. Ray Desmond and Nova Homes would help sponsor that, and he kept that going. That is very important to the community, that you have junior college programs allowing these young men and women to succeed. So anyway, I don't know how it can happen, but bringing community college wrestling back would be a great idea for our community. And by the end of this talk of mine, you'll see why. Also at the table is my buddy, is like a brother, Sam Portillo. Stand up, Matt. Another coach, Ampi High School. So that's what he's doing. He wrestled at Sunnyside. He played baseball in junior college. So it's about the kids and education. I'm going to say that over and over until we make sure everything's funded. So Sammy came into my life when I was I knew him since I was 8, but he showed up at my house in August after my brother died. I think my brother sent him there so I could help him out and make sure he stayed out of trouble. I have to say thank you to Don Kostrike, my wrestling coach at Sunnyside High School, and Coach Antonetti and Richard Sanchez. They all coached me. I ended up on ASU. I have to say thank you to Bobby Douglas for allowing me to wrestle there, and I was able to become assistant coach at Iowa State. Very thankful for that. As I became head coach at ASU, that was a great time for me. I made a lot of new friends. One of my good friends of mine, and he's also an ASU booster, sorry. Lance Patrick, stand up, say hi, Lance, please. Lance. He drove us here today from Phoenix. That's why we were late. He was trying to blame it on me. He goes, just tell them you're Mexican, they won't care. Can't use that excuse anymore. Lance and I came really close when they dropped the program in 08. He was a big supporter of getting the program for wrestling at ASU, and every sport's important. That's all I have to say, and I appreciate Lance doing that, helped do that for me. It was very significant in us getting the program back and allowing a lot of ASU wrestlers to go to Arizona State and get their degree. Sports and education, that's where we had it. Now, you're going to probably ask what I do now. What I do is I throw fights at Casino del Sol on Wild Oaks Pass. I throw MMA fights. It's called World Fighting Federation. One of my huge supporters of that, not surprisingly, Raymond Desmond, can you stand up, please? Say thank you to Raymond. Owner of Nova Home Loans. So when he's giving back to the community like that, and he's allowing my program to allow these fighters fight in MMA and go on to UFC, those are mostly Tucson kids that are competing on my show. And their dream is, it's a lot better than doing that in the cage than out in the streets. So that's more sports and education. So, like I said, I'm very honored to be here today. I would like to, my girlfriend Shannon, she's right there, say hi Shannon. She doesn't want to stand up. I'm being truthful about this, it's about the kids and helping the kids. She's starting a nonprofit, fosterkidsmatter.com. She's a foster mother herself for 2 foster children. So, I like helping with that. I want to raise money and build a complex for the foster kids, because there's 19,000 foster kids, and we know that there's not that many foster parents. And that's an issue in Arizona, and that's one I'm going to take on. I'd like to end with this. Whenever I put on my uniform, and I put on my, I played baseball, Rodeo Park, Chiefs, Saints, I played football, the Rams, sports, Sunnyside Blue Devils, wrestled, put on a singlet, Blue Devil singlet, ASU singlet. Whenever I put that on, that became me, that's who I was. And it was competition, and it really gets you riled up, your blood going. When I saw my competitor across from me, and I saw their uniform, that's who I was competing against. Sports. I didn't care what color the guy was. I didn't care what religion he was. I didn't care what sexual preference. All I wanted to do to compete, and that was my time. I felt like I was spending it with the Lord, because everything else forgotten. These earthly categories, gone. Competition. I'm a Blue Devil. let's go. Wrestling the warriors of Pueblo. So I want to leave you with that. And God bless you all. And thank you for having me today. Have a great Sunday.